All right, so I'm gonna get very vulnerable in this video, like I always do. You know what I'm saying? That's my superpower. I don't give a damn. All right, because I know you know somebody, or you yourself are going through something very similar right now. You just came out of it, or you're about to enter into it. So hey, let me be who I am. Keyword be, to help and assist my fellow peoples. All right, so this will be the day I realized that I was a problem. The day that I realized, you know what, JB, you're the problem. And this day is a period of about 3 months, but I'm going to condense it in one day. So I always said to myself, I don't have friends. I either got associates or I got brothers. No in between. Friends, what the fuck is that? You my friend? For what for? Like I ever since great I've been saying that, right? And it's interesting because my peoples, like my mom and my dad, they always say, "Oh, my friend this, my friend, oh, my friend, my did brother." Too much, too much, too many. Yeah, connection is something different. Like you have a connection, you can use them for something good, and they can use you for something good. That's a little different, right? But so I've always had brothers. So the brothers that I kept around me, we always hung out. We always went to parties together, went to the mall together, went to the movies together, did little side quests, you know what I'm saying? 2 man, 3 man. We did it all because they're my brothers. And so three of them in particular, we went to school together. And me, dude who used to live with me, I ain't gonna say his name, dude used to live with me, and another dude, we was in the same grade. So, and then my other brother, he was a grade above us, right? So us three, not the dude who was the grade above us, right? Who we still even to this day, but us three, we would always come back to my house. Like that was like the hangout spot. We'd come back to our house and just be outside or in my room talking late night. You know what I'm saying? Talking about girls, talking about relationships, talking about bitches, talking about life, where we headed, goals, ideas, shit like that, right? And my house was the house to go to for that. And so y'all know me. I'm a deep intellectual thinker and dreamer and speaker. So a couple situations happen, a couple conversations happen throughout the year, and I remember them being rattled, being startled by like how ambitious I really was. You know what I'm saying? And they weren't they weren't very receptive to it at the time as much as I was. And so I'm giving strong words to deaf ears. They can't hear me. They couldn't hear me. As much as I was screaming, as I said it over and over and time again. One of my homeboys, he wanted kids like soon, like 19, like he wanted kids quick. And we was juniors, juniors in high school, sophomores in high school. He wanted kids and he spoke about that, but he was like, I don't like bitches. I don't like nobody. I don't like these girls. Fuck these hoes. He was heartless because he got cheated on. He was in a relationship. He got fucked over and shit. He was nice. He was too nice. Both light skinned niggas, by the way, mad nice. And time and time again, we'd be in my living room or we'd be in my room upstairs, and I'd be like, bruh, if you want these things, you can't be heartbroken to the idea of it. You gotta heal yourself from the pain that somebody else caused. You know? Because in the grand scheme of things, it's not their fault. You had to learn something, interestingly enough. You had to learn something from that situation to come through on the other side to, you know, want a woman. A woman. be in a relationship that's healthy, that's conducive, and you really like the person. And then step further to have kids with them? Come on, Mud. You know what I'm saying? You gotta cross that bridge. And so fast forward today, he is a married man with 2 kids. Now, they got their business. We don't speak anymore like that, but they got their business, they doing their thing. He a barber, he still cut hair. It's beautiful. They got a beautiful family. Beautiful family. And I'm so happy for him. I really am. But the strong words that I was saying fell on deaf ears at the time. And that's when I knew I was a problem. JB, you are way too pushy. You are way too controlling. They cannot hear you. Shut up. If I had somebody tell me, JB, shut the hell up. Like, I know you want to help so bad. I know you want, shut up. Shut up. Give it to him twice. Give that game, give that knowledge to him twice. Because there was still things that I was receiving and I was taking downloads from God, from the universe, that I was implementing. But how I work is, I know that the universe and God speaks through other people to get to me, or speaks to me directly so I can speak to other people. I'm aware of that. I've been aware of that since I was a fucking kid. I've been aware of that. So now, fast forward, we don't speak anymore, but this is what I'm here to do for the world. Look at me. I'm a streamer, YouTuber, been doing it for 6 years. I love it. The passion comes and goes, but I still love what I do, because I've been doing this even before I ever cut on a camera. I ever was in front of other people live or recording. So I have to tell myself, JB, shut up. I'm the problem. I'm being too manipulative and wanting them to change overnight, wanting them to see the greatness and the goodness of what they really have or what they really possess tomorrow. Don't work like that, JB. Don't work like that. With my other homeboy, I mean, we done went through so goddamn much. This nigga lived with me, dog. We was playing basketball together in high school. We was on varsity, and like, he in short, he left me for the more popular kids around the school in a time where I was hurting because I wasn't playing basketball. The coach situation, y'all know how it be. The coach had favorites, and I wasn't part of that. I'm working my ass off, busting my ass to be the first one at practice, last one to leave. I'm asking the coach and the assistants over and over again, like, what can I do to play? How was practice? What did I do that was good? I could double down on. And I was just in a very dark place, because basketball, my first love. Basketball, my first ever love. Besides my mama, of course, you know what I'm saying? And that shit hurt me. That shit broke me. That shit shattered me completely. And he left me so that I can really sit with everything, because he was playing. He was a starter. I had to sit with everything that I was thinking. And God knew that I couldn't rely on him, a weak individual, to get me going. What the fuck? I'm trying to lean on a tower of toothpicks? God bless me. God bless me. We both gonna fall. And I'm already in a fallen state. I'm already in a sunken place. So, salute, right? At the time, I didn't even think about it. I was like, damn, he left me. Oh, well, whatever. I'm already going through so much. I'm like, whatever. Another one bites the dust. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Boom, do you, whatever. And then he ended up like, coming back, and then he got a girlfriend. Senior year, he got a girlfriend, and the girlfriend had a whole dilemma against me. She had a whole vendetta against me, like, JB trying to split us up, JB lying to you about me. Whole time there was not one thing I said that was a lie. But this is when I began to shut up. I told him, I think like 2 or 3 times, like, bro, she cheating on you, though. She cheated on you. Like, she be talking crazy, because I'm talking to all the other chicks. I'm talking to all the other girls. Softball, she was a softball chick. So softball, I'm talking to all of them. Talking to volleyball girl. I'm talking to all of them. So I'm really getting this feel around the school. And you know, everybody fuck with JB because I fuck with everybody. I fuck with everybody. Give a damn chess club, cheerleader. You a nerd. You a football player, soccer player, baseball player. None of that mattered to me. None of that. None of that. Ever in life. None of it mattered. I don't care how popular, unpopular, less known you are. Shit. If anything, the less known and the less popular, quote unquote, you are, that's the cooler you were to me. The cooler you were. You don't need all this extra validation to like Yu-Gi-Oh cards and to like what you like anime and all that shit. You don't need that. That was dope to me. The popular kids were the airheads, bird brains. I could knock and I would hear some hollow shit, right? Anyway, I knew I was a problem with him whenever I was telling him shit and he would give me a rebuttal that was like, I'm doing wrong by telling him truth. I'm doing him wrong by telling him what's right, what's righteous. Not saying that I am or was always right, because I wasn't. But I was like, oh yeah, I'm the problem. I'm the problem. So we stopped being cool. For them in that whole year, that whole entire year, senior year, we stopped being cool. I was hanging around other folks, doing other side quests, having a grand old time. This is my senior year. Kidding me? This is my senior year, dog. Having a marvelous time. Oh my goodness, dog. Oh my goodness. And he stuck with that. He ain't a whole nother. We looking at each other, ain't saying nothing. Walking past each other in school. He still got shit at my house. He come to the house, pick up some things, leave. What type of ratty, kitty, bitchy shit is this? Yeah. So I was like, all right, JB, you the problem. You got to get out the way. You got to shut up and get out the way. And from that point on, I also was in a relationship too, to where those remnants were also in it. And we were together from high school to, you know, we were together a while. And so I had to extract things from my brotherhood that was prevalent in my relationship. I had to extract both of that. But the relationship part took more time because, you know, I'm having sex with her. Just keeping it all the way 100. I'm having sex with her, and I was looking, possibly, sort of, I was looking to really build something with her. But I had to check myself. JB, am I wanting to build something with her, or am I wanting to build her? And it was, yeah. Y'all felt how I said that second one? Build her? Yeah. Yeah. Because I wanted her to change things overnight. So then what she was feeling from, because she loved me deeply, the things that I was explaining to her, she would reciprocate that same energy towards me. And nobody can speed me up. Not even my mama. And I love my mama. My mama, you know what I'm saying? She's best. But nobody can speed me up. Nobody can rush me. Nobody can make me do something that I don't want to do. I don't like, I'm not going. Peer pressure ain't never did too much to me. Ever. So, yeah, man. That was a very humbling experience, knowing that you're the problem to this. And I didn't put it all on my shoulder, but at the same time, I did say to myself, hey, we got to go back to the drawing board because this ain't it. This ain't it, and they ain't it to hear and receive what you got. So how do we move forward? Because, yeah, I did want them to be my brothers for a long time. You know, I still got brothers who I'm cool with from high school to this day. And we still, and one of them, we went to the same high school together, the other light skin who was grade above. And then the others, They were from a whole other city. We still like this. We still like this today. I just seen them yesterday. But I had to check myself. Do I want to build these people or do I really want to build with them? Because building with them accepts the flaws, accepts the things that are not so pretty. But what does that even mean? They're not so pretty to you because I wanted to control shit. Can't control people, especially you can't control people though. You can't control people though. Woo, man, you can't. You can't. JB, shut up. You need to shut up. You need to be quiet. Get out your way. Because you're actually ruining relationships, ruining connections by trying to manipulate and control. That shit only works for bird brain individuals. Bird brain people who's too dumb enough to think about what is this person really saying. They can't hear that underlining message when it come to they can't hear that shit. So that was the day that I realized that I was the problem with my friends that obviously ran into my relationship. And I'm so glad to be at a space where I do have boundaries. I do have respect. I do have admiration for self and other people, and consideration. That's another word that I was meaning to say. Consideration. I do. But you could only have so much, especially to people or someone who doesn't have even a third of what you have of self. You know, I've always said, if you don't got the confidence, I got the confidence for the whole room. Let me get it. I'll take it. Let's go. But over time, it withers away because it's fake. The confidence was instilled with JB. So when JB is gone, where's the confidence? Out the room, right behind him. So you realize how fabricated shit become. But once upon a time, I began to like that. I began to like being regarded so highly. Like it fueled me. And it doesn't. It doesn't. It hasn't anymore for some years now. It doesn't fuel me being regarded highly from certain people. I don't care. I don't care. Because I know who I am. All of it. All of it. And gracefully enough for me, I've been through that. Younger than most. So I'm already ahead of the pack. Thank you very much. And I'm sure a lot of you are ahead of the pack as well. You know who you know what you're about. You know shit you wouldn't do. So for you to even think that I would do something like that, it's only a depiction of what you see about people. Ain't me. It ain't me. So I began to like people relying on me too much. It's manipulative. It's controlling. It's demeaning. It's pessimistic also, because it's like I subconsciously began to view you as needy, as too dependent. And that's what I fueled off of. So whenever I did bring the life, I did bring the energy, I did bring the high self-esteem, the high self-worth, the confidence. And whenever I left, damn, this room kind of boring now. I used to like that. And that's not good. That's not good. That's not good for y'all to have as well. That quality. It's not good. It's not good. It's not beneficial. So I say all that to say, man, love yourself. Don't do clout. Love yourself. Don't do clout. Just be simple. You know, check yourself before you wreck yourself and others. Check yourself before you wreck yourself and others. All right? It's imperative. It is absolutely imperative. You check yourself. You hold yourself accountable. You sit down, shut up, and have the uncomfortable conversations. You know, if you got to, take you a drive. Go to a quiet place. Go to a lake. Go to a park. Go to a library. Go to a coffee shop. Something. Something. Because if you allow people's validation to control your life, you will always point the fingers and think they're the problem. But really, it's you. Really, it's you.